Guys, Devin here with Daily Fantasy Solutions. Just want to take a second and go take a look back at last week's NFL. We had a really good week, but we had some of our customers missed, and what I've found is that they all made the same exact mistake. So we're going to take a look back and see if I can show you guys where you made that mistake. So we're looking here, and we're on our quarterback page, and you can see here we had Wilson, Mahomes, Jones, all priced differently. So it was pretty obvious these were the three plays. And at only 7,800, it was pretty obvious that Wilson was going to see a ton of ownership. Come over here, you can see he was about half owned. Pretty easy there. Streaming down here, you could see we had Eckler well out in front of everybody else. And then we had McCaffrey well out in front of everybody else. And then we had this group right here. Now we actually cored Gallman Jr. and Eckler. So we threw you in the two running backs there, and we always suggest you guys play running back in the flex. Our intentions were with our core to push you to McCaffrey. 33%, very high. But a lot of you guys ended up going with Mac down here at 17%. So we're going to continue on moving forward, and then we'll take a look back and see why fading McCaffrey was actually a mistake. So going back over here, we had Eckler, we cored 78%, and then we gave you Gallman, who was only about 30%, but we gave you him as a value with our intentions of pushing you to McCaffrey. So if we continue down, we had Keenan Allen, who we also cored, easy play, well out in front of everybody else, and then we had this group right here, all in play. We actually cored Richardson Jr. as well. Again, we gave you two strong values with the intentions of pushing you towards a top-priced receiver in McCaffrey. Now, I went a little bit different with my second receiver play. Lockett was the clear play ownership-wise. I went Watkins simply because I wanted a piece of that Casey action. That actually ended up hurting me a little bit. He was pretty low owned. He was a bit of a dud. And really Lockett was the play, so that was a mistake on my part. But you can see what I was looking at. And that's why you look back, because looking back, pretty easy play here, just go Lockett. Continue down. Now here's the position that tripped up a lot of you guys. Because yes, you can see Ingram and Kelsey are way out in front of everybody else, but they're also super pricey. Then you've got Disley down here, super cheap. And then if you look here, great numbers. This FanDuel points column is how many points the opposing defense is giving up to that position. So you can see the Cardinals were getting crushed by the tight end. He was super cheap. And yeah, they're out ahead a little bit, but it's not crazy. And this is actually the spot that tripped you guys up, some of you, because if you went Ingram, well then that pushed you off McCaffrey. Well now you say, well, Ingram was top, why wouldn't I go there? Well, let's think about it. You had Ingram at 19.48%, so that's great. But by going Ingram, you were forced to fade McCaffrey, who was at 33%. So you can see why that really didn't make a ton of sense. Instead, what you do is you swing McCaffrey to your flex. 33% is huge. And then that would have automatically pushed you right to Disley here as your value play. Great position, all the numbers lined up here. And you can see he crushed 15.2, and then obviously you had McCaffrey about half owned. He crushed it as well. And then the defense, if we continue down, defense here, you had Rams. Defense is the last position I ever really looked to. I'm not going to force in a defense just because what New England did a couple weeks ago is rare. It's usually defense isn't going to make or break you. I went Denver again. I kind of was going a little against the grain with a few of my plays here. In all reality, what I should have done is the Rams and Lockett, and I would have absolutely nailed chalk. But I went slightly different with the two. You can see I still nailed chalk for the most part. 7 of my 9 plays, and I was able to cash pretty easily. Top 30, cashed in all my cash games. So that was the issue I saw with everybody. And what we really try to do with our VIPs is push our cores We want our course to push you in the direction we believe you need to be. There's always going to be some flexibility, like this position was very flexible. Um, but just utilize that cheat sheet. Think about the numbers. Don't feel like you have to just jam in the very top unless it's a massive difference. Again, if you look at these two right here, they were well ahead of everybody else. Those should have automatically been a priority. I believe those are the highest on the board outside of, yeah, those are the two highest on the board. Your build should have been jamming in Allen. These two, especially as a VIP, we gave you a value course specifically to do that. So that's the mistake a lot of you guys made. So my suggestion when you're doing your lineups is go through each position, look at the percents, think about it, get it in your head. And again, don't feel like, oh, I have to play one of these two because they're the highest. Well, if it works out that way, great. But if you've got another position, especially running back like this, that's your place. So that's the issue I saw, everybody. Hopefully this kind of clarifies it. We did the same thing with DraftKings, actually. We were trying to push you guys towards McCaffrey over there as well. Again, the ownership numbers were there. He was well out in front of everybody else. We gave you value core plays in an effort to get you there. And again, if you guys have any questions during the week, as a VIP, please hit us up in the NFL room. Ask questions. We're around always, always willing to help you. Again, here you see McCaffrey. We had given you Gallman. We'd given you Eckler. It's not as drastic over here on DraftKings. On DraftKings, you would have been okay if you went this route because Carrion crushed. But again, we were pushing you towards McCaffrey. We gave you Keenan. So yeah, you can see and hear you had Disley again. That's why it's so important to every week go back, take a look at the cheat sheet, especially if you missed. See where you made mistakes if you did make any, and it's only going to help you moving forward. So again, if you guys have any questions, hit us up in VIP. If you're not a VIP and you're watching this, this is our cheat sheet. It's how to utilize it. If you're brand new to us, you can hit us up on Twitter, DM us, and we'll give you a free trial. And again, we're always around to answer any and all questions. Thank you.